Well, good morning, and welcome to the Daniel Sauls Show, where you'll witness sports talk and debate. From yours truly, Daniel Sauls. Well, this time, I have something else left to say. I have a lot to say. But before this video starts, I want to say thank you to my friends, my family, my fans, my supporters around the world. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about my favorite thing in life, which is sports. I love doing this. I love talking about sports. I love putting my opinion out there. It makes me happy. Talking, editing, all of it. Just everything about this job. I love it. And I want to thank you for helping me get to where I'm at today in reaching 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I never thought this would happen. I have much more work to do, and I have much more to say. A lot more goals I want to achieve. But I just want to say thank you. And because I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will give you a video on my channel that you will never forget. A video that is very memorable, but is also open to change. Because this list I'm about to give you is open to change. I am going to be giving you the top 10 best players in the NBA today. Man, it just feels so good to have 1,000 subscribers. I don't know what it is, but it's getting me hyped now. I mean, I had to be serious. Now I'm being hyped. Let's go. Let's get into my top 10 best players in the league right now. Let's go to number 10 on the list, Anthony Davis. The reason why he's 10 on my list is because he's the most inconsistent superstar ever. He can score 40 a night, and then he can score 11 the next. He's inconsistent. This man is not 100% every single game he plays. He's not. He could be 100% one game and then be 40% the next. We never know with this guy. And that is the problem. If he wasn't inconsistent, he would probably be in my top 7 right now, but he is not. Let's go to number 9 on my list. Number 9 is Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid was the MVP last year. Yes, I know that. I don't give him a whole bunch of credit, and I'm going to tell you why. He has a lot of skill. He has a lot of potential. He is deserving of the MVP award because it is a regular season award. It is not a playoff award. But I want to tell you something. We do not measure players and superstars in any league at all by MVPs, by regular season awards. We measure them by their greatness. And their greatness comes from what they can do when everything is on the line. When you're in the biggest of moments and when it matters most, what will you do? Will you exceed expectations? Will you meet them? Or will you get nowhere even close to them? Will you fall in the biggest of moments? Or will you rise above and become a leader and a winner? And this man is not one of those men. He deserves to be in the top 10. He deserves to have an MVP because he was the MVP of the regular season. But he is not the best player in the league. He is not a top 5 player in the league because the top 5 players in the league can lead their team to success. They can lead their team whenever it matters most. They come in clutch. They can do everything they do in the regular season in the postseason. They are overall amazing players that will get the job done when it matters most. And to me, he cannot do that. Last year, the 76ers were favored to win it all. And they did not even get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't want to hear that Joel Embiid is the best player in the world. I don't want to hear that he's a top 5 player. He's not. He's number 9. Let's go to number 8. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's number 8 on this list. If you're just talking about skill overall, then sure, he could be a top 5 player, but no. He bounces around the league. He gets traded around like crazy. He doesn't know where he wants to be because he's not a leader. He's a follower. He's along for the ride, and he does not belong anything higher than 8 because he is not even the best player on his team right now, and that is sad because number 7 is Devin Booker. Devin Booker, in the first game of the season, put up 31 points. He is an absolute baller. He is a stud. He is a complete elite basketball player. He might not be clutch, but he can do everything that Joel Embiid can do, everything KD can do, but he can do it better right now. I'm not talking about overall in their career. I'm talking about right now. Who is a better player right now? I'm picking Devin Booker over both of those guys. Then let's go to number 6 on my list, and this is going to shock people, Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is out of his prime, or he's coming out of his prime. He's still elite. He's still a top 6 player in the league. He can get his team to the finals. He could get them to the playoffs, but he has to work because Klay Thompson is a shell of himself. I don't know why they added Chris Paul. He's old, he's rusty, and he's a point guard, and that's what Draymond basically is. They're facilitators, so now they have 2 elite facilitators. That doesn't make sense. That whole team, it confuses me. But I can't say that Steph Curry is a top 5 player because Steph Curry is not clutch. Everyone else in this list above him is clutch. And that's why I have to put him at 6. And here's number 5 in my top 5 players in the league right now. Let's go to number 5. That's Luka Doncic. If you want to talk about pure effort, you can say Steph Curry is better than Luka just because they're not good at defense. Neither one of them are good at defense. But Stephen Curry makes you think he's good at defense because his effort is off the charts. But he's less effective. If Luka tried to guard, he would be more effective. He's an overall bigger guy. He could stop somebody from getting to the paint. He's a longer reach. He's just overall a bigger guy. So if he tried to defend, he would be more effective than a little guy in Steph Curry because majority of the NBA is bigger than Steph Curry. So he tries to make you think he's effective, but he's really not. So that's why I have to put Luka above him. And because Luka is in his prime, Luka Doncic is going to average more points than Steph Curry this year. And he's clutch. And even though he's slow, nobody can stop him. He's unstoppable. So if I'm just looking at it in the bigger picture, right now Luka Doncic is better than Steph Curry. And I'm not saying overall, yet again, I'm not saying all time. I'm just saying right now. Compare player to player, Luka Doncic is better. Let's go to number 4. Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, to me, is a top 4 player. He can make shots that not a lot of people in this league can make. He's an overall basketball player. He can shoot from the 3. He can shoot from the inside. He can shoot free throws. He can go to the paint. He can defend. He can steal. Everything. He is an overall great basketball player. He puts in 110% every night on and off the court. He is absolutely phenomenal, and he is fantastic in what he does. He is an amazing player. He has a great team. They're probably the best or the second best team in the East. They will definitely get far this year, and it will be because he leads them. He is their leader. He is their closer. Overall, he's a top 4 player in the league, but he's not number 3. Number 3 is LeBron James. LeBron James is going into his 21st season, and he is number 3. But he's in his 21st season, and he can score 20-plus points still. He can still average 6-7 assists a night. He can still get 7-8 rebounds. He can still get blocks. He can still get steals. He's an overall basketball player. He's an overall great. He is 100% out of his prime, but even though he's out of his prime, he can still do what a lot of people can't. He's number 3. Let's go to number 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is the greatest player in the league if you're not talking about what just happened last year in the playoffs. He was injured in the playoffs, so they got bounced out. But they had the best record in the whole NBA last year, coming out the regular season. Giannis is the most dominant player since Shaquille O'Neal. And you cannot stop Giannis. There is no stopping Giannis. He is a freak. That is why they call him the Greek Freak. He is straight up phenomenal. He is outstanding. He is mind-boggling and amazing at what he does. And I gotta say, this man is gonna be a top 15 player of all time when it's all said and done. He will be. And I do not doubt it. But he's not number one right now because of what just happened last year in the finals and in the playoffs. What we just saw last year is something that we might never see again from any other player but this man himself, and that's Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic, to me, is the best player in the NBA. In the finals, he put up numbers like nobody else. He put up better three-point percentage than Steph Curry, better assists, more assists than Magic Johnson, more rebounds than Tim Duncan. His free throw shooting was off the chain. He put up all-time numbers unlike anyone else ever. He is officially a top 5 center in the history of the league. And when it's all said and done, he might be a top 5 player of all time. This man right now is going to dominate the league. And I'm calling it right now, his game mirrors LeBron in a way. They're both playmakers. They're both pass-first type of players. They both get the job done when it matters most. They're both clutch. They can both score 30 a night. And they're both killers. And to me, what LeBron did for 20 years, that's what I see Jokic doing. I can see Jokic dominating the league for 15 years. And I guarantee you, if he does that, there will be no doubt in anyone's mind he's a top 3 player of all time. But that is my list. Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, LeBron James, Giannis, and Jokic. That is my top 10 list. I'm Daniel Sauls, host of The Daniel Sauls Show, and I'll be back with another video for y'all guys very soon. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. Make sure to go like, subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. Turn post notifications on as always. Leave a comment on what you think about this video, and we're on the road to 2K. Peace out.